How's it going, everybody? I'm here to unbox my brand new Traxxas Maxx. I brought some vehicles out for scale. I've got a T-Max Classic, the original, two-wheel drive Stampede, my E-Max brushless, which this has pretty much every modification you can put on it, and here's a T-Max 3.3, which is about the size the E-Max would have been stock. I got the pack that Traxxas offers that gives you a 4S battery and a charger, because I don't have a Traxxas connector charger because that E-Max runs on XT90s. But it comes with a 4-cell 5,000 milliamp battery, and it fits in the Traxxas battery tray on the Maxx that so far seems to be the only problem anyone has with the Maxx. But there it is, 5,000 milliamp. Should be a good quality battery. So the only problem with it is that Traxxas really likes their proprietary things. I already had an ID charger, but my ID charger only went up to a 3-cell. It only did 2 and 3-cell lipos. So this ID will do 1, 2, 3-cell lipos, and it does the balance charge, store charge, and fast charge. So it's a really nice charger. If you have the right size. That comes with a manual on that, but it's a pretty basic charger. It doesn't require much intelligence. There's the truck. Here's the remote. This remote is a Traxxas Link enabled, so you can use their Bluetooth thing that'll tell you battery life and everything like that. I'll definitely be getting one. Comes with instructions on the controller and looks like the live and the whole Maxx manual, which is just a quick start guide. And then you've got basic tools for putting the car together, about 1 million sets of those. And this is a spacer so that you can use 3-cell lipos in case you like less power. So I got the black and blue body. I think this is my favorite color scheme. It's got some like charcoal gray. It has this whole frame inside to protect the Lexan body from getting destroyed immediately, like every other RC car body I've ever owned. And it has the roll cage on the top just to protect it when it's self-righting, because it has self-right. It has 17mm hex wheels with an adapter to the 8s, like the 8mm I think it is size, which is the same as what's on an Maxx stock. So you can put pretty much any wheel on this. 17mm is basically the most common size. This was actually, I thought this was the first edition, but I guess it's not because it doesn't have the light bar, unfortunately, but I can live without it. And so it has the standard Traxxas, and that pretty much every Traxxas vehicle as far as I'm aware comes with. It comes with the Valenian 4S capable motor and speed controller. Comes with fans on top of both of them, which is a really good idea because I've had trouble with a lot of overheating when you don't have fans. And it just has, it looks like pretty much just a mini Maxx. It has really nice threaded shocks that you can adjust so you don't have to use those dumb little spacers or anything. It has a really cool wheelie bar. That's a lot nicer than wheelie bars you get for vehicles that don't come with the stock, like the Maxx one that attaches here that I have and can't keep on my Maxx. My wheelie bar is completely gone off of the Stampede because I destroyed that. So pretty much the last thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna set this body up here. And then for size comparison, I'm going to set a couple of these trucks next to it just for fun. So here is a stock Maxx, which will be about the same size as a stock, an old Maxx, a 3906 model. And it's a little bit smaller, shorter. It definitely has smaller wheels. So I'd say it's pretty comparable to, it's slightly bigger than a 4x4 Stampede. Here is a 2-wheel drive Stampede, which, if I remember correctly, is slightly smaller than a regular, or not a regular, but a 4x4 Stampede. And that has, I have custom wheels, so these are, or custom wheels and tires, so these are a little bit bigger than factory Stampede tires. I went to plug in this battery and realized it doesn't have a balance lead. So you actually don't need these ports if you have a new 4S, I guess. But so with these, I like to do a balance charge all the time. It'll automatically detect if you're plugging in a nickel metal hydride. Should just hold start and it starts charging, which is a lot simpler than the old model of the ID. It is next to a Maxx 3.3, which is roughly the same size, if not a little bit taller than an E-Revo. And stock tires are kind of similar sized, actually. I think these might be a little bit smaller than stock tires, but I'm not 100% sure. Finally, here's the comparison to my biggest project, which is a 6S capable Maxx. I generally run it on 4S just to keep it from breaking itself, but this Maxx is bigger than most because it has pretty much any upgrade you can possibly get for an Maxx. I've got RPM arms. These are Proline mashers, which are really cool wheels. 17mm hubs, which means you can put these on this truck if you re-gear it a little bit, which is super cool. Here it is from the back. And then RPM rear arms, RPM bulkheads front and rear. This is the stock bumper because I wanted to use the stock wheelie bar that doesn't work. And it has the Traxxas True Track rear end, which deletes these camber links across the back, which bend all the time. So that's a good upgrade for the Maxx. Anyway, looks like this truck's gonna be amazing. Should be as reliable as the Maxx, but smaller, so it should be even better. So I will keep you posted.